Occupational Therapy and the Evolution of Prosthetic Devices, presented by Mallory Singleton and Clara Dewar. This presentation will include names and descriptions of select past, present, and future prosthetic devices of the upper extremities, as well as occupational therapy interventions for people with amputations, including desensitization massage, socket fit, and pre-prosthetic training.
It is important to know about the history of prosthetics in order to realize their future. Accounts of prosthetics date back to the ancient Greek and Roman times. This is the oldest one ever found. It was discovered by archaeologists on the remains of an Egyptian mummy. It is unknown if this toe was functional or placed on the body after death. During medieval times, many knights had prosthetics made of iron and looked much like their armor. This arm belonged to a German knight. The fingers were made to move so that the hand could hold a sword in battle.
The following slides describe two prosthetic devices of the present, including body-powered prosthetics and the Utah Arm 3. These devices are cable activated. They use cables attached to a harness that secures the prosthesis to the consumer. Body-powered prosthetics depend on the motion of the residual limb relative to the consumer's body to control and power the functions of the prosthesis. The amputation level will determine the complexity of the prosthesis. For higher level amputations, double or triple cabled harnesses may be required. The Utah Arm 3 is a product of the Motion Control Company. It is for consumers with above elbow amputations. This prosthetic allows the prosthetist or consumer to fine-tune the adjustments to achieve maximum performance. For more information, visit the Motion Control website.
These next prosthetics are all prototypes that are being tested. As of right now, none of them are available to the general public. This is the Deca arm. It is also called the Luke after the Star Wars character. It was made by Deca Research and Development Corp. In New Hampshire and funded by Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency, or DARPA. It can be used by upper extremity amputees at any level. Electrodes are attached to the chest and different movements in the chest control the arm. This is the Proto 2. It is made by DARPA in the United States and for upper extremity amputees at any level. This prosthetic reads thoughts and moves accordingly. The arm is experimenting with injectable myoelectric sensors that pick up muscle activity in the residual limb and transmit it to the prosthetic's computer. It is said that with this prosthetic it may be conceivable to play the piano. This last prosthetic is the Michelangelo hand made by Otto Bach in Holland. It is made for single upper extremity amputees around elbow level. Electrodes in the arm can be pressed by the residual limb for different grips in the hand. The thumb can be repositioned by the user's other hand.
Occupational therapy and prosthetic devices.
Occupational therapy is skills for the job of living. Clients with upper extremity amputations determine their goals for treatment, and occupational therapy techniques are learned to either help the client adjust to their limitations via compensatory strategies, or clients may have rehabilitation interventions such as prosthetic training. It is ultimately the client's decision to utilize a prosthetic device.
The process for prosthetic fitting includes desensitization massage. Upon removal of dressing, the residual limb is massaged to discourage scar adhesions, increase circulation, aid in desensitization, and reduce swelling.
Shaping and edema control are essential for the arm to fit properly in the socket. If the residual limb is too large, the prosthetic will not fit properly. If it is too small for the socket, the limb might not be able to trigger electrodes to make the prosthetic move. During the pre-prosthetic period, the client with a unilateral amputation should be encouraged to use the sound arm to perform activities of daily living. If the dominant arm was amputated, training may be required for the non-dominant limb to assume the dominant role. For more information regarding prosthetics and occupational therapy, please visit these websites.